Mike. Welcome to the Thomas Game Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Real Boogie.
And you're Tiffany.
And welcome back, guys. This is episode 2. And we want to thank everyone who joined us last week for our first episode.
Yes, and all the supporters also who gave us a lot of feedback. They gave us a lot of support. For the people that reposted our page and everything that we're doing, we really appreciate it.
If this is your first time listening, we have a couple of new platforms that you can hear this podcast on. One of them is YouTube, the Thomas Game Podcast. Another one is also Anchor, as well as Breaker and Google Podcasts, and also Spotify. So there's more to come. So you have a couple of different outlets you can check us out on.
All right, you ready to get into it? We got some good stuff we want to talk about.
Well, before we get into it, let's talk about what we plan on doing next week.
Oh, you want to go ahead and let them know?
I'll go ahead and let them know. We're not going to be smooth on this one. We're going to just,
we're
going to have some fun tonight.
We got some drinks going, so you don't have yours, you better grab it.
Let's not say the name of the drink because they're not cutting the check. But we talked about it last week, we're going to do a Valentine's Day giveaway. It's going to be a $20 gift card. And here are some of the rules. The first thing is you have to already be a follower and have to be a follower of our IG page, Thomas Game Podcast, and also you have to be subscribed and also following one of the outlets that I just mentioned, whether it's YouTube, Anchor, Spotify. You have to be one of a follower and a subscriber of those platforms as well.
And also to repost. What was it? If they was a winner, they have to repost it?
Yes, if you are one of the lucky winners, you can go ahead. You have to also repost it on your page and let people know. So those are the rules. Very simple. Like I always say, I promise you it won't cost you a thing. So, it could be for anybody.
Can I sign up? I need $20.
No, you can't sign up. No.
But you said it's the Valentine's Day giveaway and I need $20.
It has to be somebody besides us too. So, and you don't need $20.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that after this.
So, this is pretty much for, people who may not have anything to do, may not have a significant other on Valentine's Day. Maybe they want to take one of their girlfriends or whatever, just, enjoy yourself with the gift card that you could possibly win. So,
you know what? I want to talk about that next week. What are
talk
the
about
plans?
What?
What people doing for Valentine's Day? Do they celebrate Valentine's Day?
Why?
I don't know. I just want to know what plans they have with your significant other. Unless it's a surprise, then I understand. But I want to know. So
okay,
we'll talk about it next week.
Get into it. So what do we want to talk about first?
Well, we posted, for those of you who saw it, a question on our story. And the question was, does social media ruin relationships? What was didn't we,
Oh, yeah, we did a survey, and it was 50%, 50-50. 50 said yes, 50. And 50 said no. So you want to start off with your question that you have?
You want me to answer first?
Yeah, ladies first, always. Go ahead.
I don't know. I think it can if you allow it to. I know I always say that, but I think only if you allow it to. Like, I was having a conversation with one of my friends a while ago about this topic, and she was upset because her boyfriend for 2 years has never posted her on social media. And
why was she upset?
I don't know. I guess some people use social media as a way to define their relationship, and I don't think that's fair. Looking at this young man, he is an entrepreneur. He has a business. So when you go on his page, that's pretty much all you see.
Okay.
So he doesn't even post his kids, nothing about his personal life. So she was just like, if he loved me, he would post me this, that, and the third. I don't agree with that.
So it clearly sounds like that this guy is all about business. If he's not posting, not only not her, but he's not posting his kids.
He doesn't post his kids, nothing personal.
This is just a business situation.
Right.
What it
but
sounds like.
I think she's looking at other, relationships and comparing herself. Well, such and such posts his girlfriend or his wife But I feel like people have to stop doing that. Stop comparing what you see on social media and look at what you have in front of you. Like, I think I'm a good judge of character. Wouldn't you agree? He seems, from what she's told me, he seems to be a pretty cool guy. Like, he's very respectful. He takes her out. He treats her right. He's brought her home to meet his mother. Now, that's a big deal because some men don't do that right away.
Absolutely. We're not taking everybody to mom. If you take you to mom, it's a privilege. If we don't like you like that.
Right. And they don't live together, so he does help her with her bills. Like, he's there for her in other ways. So I don't think, and she really makes this social media thing a big deal. I don't think people should allow it to define their relationship.
I agree. And another thing people have to consider that everyone's not social. Meaning, as far as putting their private business, their private life out on social media, everyone's not with that, even though it's been a big thing, but everyone's not on that wave.
But you really have to know the person that you're with. And if you know they're a private person, you have to respect that. Now, if he's just a asshole and he's saying, hey, look, I don't want to post you because I'm private like that, but yet you're posting when you're out with your boys or with your kids, everything but her, I don't know. I might feel some type of way about that.
That means he don't like you. He don't like you. You're not pretty.
No, don't say that.
Yeah, that
means
say that. You are a booger wolf. That's what that means. You are a sea donkey.
No, ladies. I don't know. Listen, we're not going to take it that far.
Yes, we are. From a man perspective. Listen, ladies, if your man is not posting you at all, and he's posting everything and everybody else, you're ugly. That's just what it is.
Ladies, don't believe that. I don't know. He drinking right now, so don't believe that. It's not that. I just think
drinking got nothing to do with it.
No, when you're in a relationship,
you are a booger wolf.
No, don't say that.
Believe that.
No, that's not true.
Bad toes
that's
or
not
something.
True. He not posting her feet.
Something.
Don't believe that. I just think you have to, really set some ground rules, set some boundaries. If that's something that really bothers you, just sit him down and talk to him. And I don't know if you should if that's a deal breaker.
For some people, it might be, because with social media, it defines a lot of people's relationships. Like, some people want to be shown off on social media,
and that's cool. I feel like if you at that point in your relationship where you want to show off your significant other, that's cool. But you guys still have to set boundaries. Now, let's say you are in a relationship and you do post your significant other. It can get messy too with exes and baby mamas, and
exactly.
If your page is open.
A lot of people, not to make any excuses, a lot of people want to protect their significant other from people lurking. You show off your girl or your guy, who knows, what they're saying, behind closed doors or behind your back.
Right. That's true too, but you can't be worrying about what people saying. But it can get messy. Like, let's say the baby mama or the baby daddy not over their ex, and they see you moving on, you living a good life,
that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen anyway.
But that's where the drama come in at. And man, I'm telling you, I'm not saying you should post your business on social media. Like, with me, I like to post positivity, good stuff. I'm not saying I live a fabulous life, but I'm not gonna post when I'm down and depressed. It's enough of that going on in the world. I don't want to see that. Right. Now, if you do post that, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a hypocrite. I'm gonna be here for it. I'm gonna read the comments. I'm gonna screenshot, send it to my girlfriends. But you gotta try to avoid that if you can, because that's when the problem comes in. At when other people start crossing that line, crossing that boundary. There's a boundary you can cross in social media.
Yeah, again, it comes down to respect. If you're secure about your relationship and the person you're with, it shouldn't matter whether or not that person posts you or not.
Yeah, that's true.
If you really have belief in the relationship and that person, whether that person posts you or show you off really doesn't matter, because you know what you have at home. So all that shouldn't matter.
It's all a point to prove.
I think a lot of times, sometimes the people that show off a lot on social media are really not happy in their relationship.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You have to really examine your relationship and just look at the person in front of you. Look at other characteristics of their personality. Like, if they're really and truly a good person, don't let this ruin a good thing. Don't let social media ruin it for you.
And for the people that are just doing business, don't get frustrated. Just if you have a plan, continue to do business. You don't have to post your personal business because
but if it
everyone's
made her
doing
happy, would you think he should? Like, he's like, you know what, this will make my girl happy if I post her, even though he doesn't like to get his personal life. He doesn't want to put his personal life on a platform like that, but he know it'll make her happy. You don't think he should just consider that? That
would probably make her happy. Probably want to make him happy. So that's the thing. Like,
that's true.
So if he does that for her to make her happy, and then he's unhappy, then some people just
that's not what he's
right.
into.
Some people are just not into it. It's not about they don't care about you, or they don't want to do it, or they're not thinking of you. Some people, and I know people who will not put their significant other on social media.
What about if it's like, does it matter how long they've been together?
No, it depends on that person. You could be with somebody for 5-10 years.
That's true.
If that person is just not gonna, I know people that will not put their significant other on social media, and they love their wives. Saying they still with them. It's just something. It's just not for everybody, and it describes the type of person they are. Not that they're up to something, but it's just how they are as a person. They will not put their personal business on there, and I respect that.
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. And then you have people like me. Listen, no, I don't like it when friends do it though. Like, I feel like even when it's with friendships, like, people be so quick. We could be hanging out, having a good time, and they be so quick to pull out the phone. And I don't really like that. Like, enjoy the moment. Why you have to pull out the phone? Why you got to take a picture of everything? Yeah,
you sound like a hypocrite right now. That's what you do.
I do, but not all the time. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, I believe even with me and you in the beginning, I think we argued about that. Absolutely, I don't know what it was.
Absolutely, because I'm old school. I'm the guy that cherishes the moment. I come from an era where you did not want to be here. Not that I did anything wrong. I didn't, or I was a criminal, but I come from the era of you did not want to be in front of the camera.
Right. And
I
still don't.
I still stand by that.
Live, I don't be on live. Like, that's not me. I'm not always comfortable with that. But I think our very first argument, that was so funny.
You want to talk about that? You sure? You want to go there?
Well, I'm going to blame it on the alcohol because we was drinking that night too. We was drinking that night. It was New Year's Eve, like our first New Year's Eve together. And we was at your place. And I think it might have been that time of the month too. So just work with me. So I got drinks.
That's what we're gonna go with. That's what we're gonna blame it on.
We Tipsy Tiff was out.
Oh.
Plus I had I think it was that time of the month. Mm-hmm. And I think you posted a picture of me. I don't know what it was, but you posted a picture of me, and I didn't know you posted it, so I got pissed. Like, I was mad. I
posted a picture of you falling asleep on my couch.
Yeah, you did.
Yes. And this is after you said you don't like stuff like that.
Right.
So I did it anyway.
You looked at me like I was crazy. You thought from that moment, like, the look on your face, I can remember it to this day. You looked at me like I was just super crazy.
So what did you do?
Huh?
I'll tell you what you did.
Remember, I had a few drinks.
Good excuse. Well, those drinks didn't stop you because you left. You got up and left.
Yeah, I was pissed.
And you left when? Was it in the morning time or this night? The same night you left?
Shit, I don't remember. I don't know. Was it at night? No, it was in the morning.
You left in the morning.
Okay.
Because I went to the gym.
Okay.
And you came back. And I was like, what the hell is wrong with this girl? As I was just joking, but that right there.
Well, once I sobered up.
That's a long ride. That was like a 35 minute ride to, to sober up and come back.
I sobered up. I thought about it. I overreacted. But again, like, I don't have Facebook. I've never had Facebook. And I'm a millennial? That's what,
you
like to say. I don't have Facebook. I never have. So when me and you were dating, I was just getting into Instagram. And back then, I really wasn't posting like that. So when you did that, I was like, did this nigga just post me sleep and I didn't even know? So to wake up to see that, I was like,
you look bad too. You look rough.
But again, if I wasn't drinking, I don't think it would have ended like that.
So even though crazy as it was,
yeah, it was a little crazy.
I understood right then and there, like I said earlier, those type of things are not for everybody.
Right.
That's something that I came from where You know, my brother, my cousins, my friends, if, you know, before social media, if you left your phone around, or if you did anything like that, we would take it and hide it and do crazy stuff. So it was in that same realm for me. But again, everybody's not like that, you know, when it comes to that stuff. So,
but you gotta have those conversations with your significant other. You know,
you did. I just didn't listen to you.
I did. I told you before you posted.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You said you don't like that kind of stuff, and I
but
did
again,
anyway.
it was the alcohol. Because now I'm cool with it. Like, we joke, we play around all the time. Like, I think I've even posted you sleeping, snoring.
No,
I didn't.
That. No,
I did. Matter of fact, it was New Year's Eve one night. You didn't stay up, and we was at the house, and your birthday. Remember your birthday? And you was drinking, and you fell asleep early.
That sound like you. You fell asleep early.
What? No. Anyway, it's not for everybody, but I don't think, you should let it ruin your relationship.
Yeah, only way I feel like social media, I don't blame social media. I blame the person. Right. You know, social media can't make you do something that you don't want to do. It's what a person puts into social media. So, as long as the person is not disrespectful, again, if that person chooses only do business, that's what the person wants to do. But it's not social media. It's what you do to social media, meaning it's the person. Guns don't kill people. It's people using guns.
So what would you say is disrespectful?
The obvious stuff. If you're in a relationship, talking to other people.
You mean talking to the opposite sex?
Absolutely.
And exes?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Flirting online, that kind of stuff, is obviously is disrespect.
Yeah, now if you guys are arguing about that, then yeah, there needs to be a serious conversation.
And again, it's not social media, that's the person. He or she has an easier access to do these type of behavior, these type of activities. So it's the person.
Yeah. But you just gotta know the other person, and like, I don't know. With me and you, we so opposite, because you're very what's the word, passive. You're very passive. So when I talk to you, you know what I mean. You know what the hell I mean. When I talk to you, you're very calm. Like, I hardly ever see you angry to the point where you're raising your voice or you're yelling. So when I brought that up to you, when we had our first argument about it, you were so calm, like it wasn't nothing. And I'm passive too, like passive aggressive, kind of. But
aggressive, you heard that?
Passive aggressive, two different things. But that was something that you learn about that other person. You learn what they like. You figure out what their expectations are, even if it means with social media. Like, hey, babe, I want you to post me. But if that's something that you do, you're like, again, if you're posting your kids or whatever, don't exclude your lady, don't exclude your man. But if you're private or you're all about your business, you have to respect that.
Absolutely. And it all comes from trust. It's not about what platform or whatever you use. It's all about trust. If you trust and believe in that person, the platform that they use would not be an issue. So it's all about that trust. So people out there listening, I'm gonna try to reword this, because I know before I would say a topic 3 different ways. So let us know on all listening platforms. Let us know, is a relationship a reason? What was the question again?
Does social media ruin relationships?
There you go. And let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Okay, what other topic you want to get to? I'm feeling nice right now.
You need to slow down on that drink.
Turn the AC down or something.
I don't know. He gonna be asleep right after this podcast. He can't hang.
Yeah, all right.
You gonna be asleep. Your eyes look like they closing.
I have little eyes always.
Oh, you okay? Anyway, moving on. What's another topic? Oh, what about when you're dating someone? Like, what are some deal breakers? Like, what are 3 things you absolutely will not put up with?
3 things.
Like, what are the top 3 things that you absolutely could not put up with?
Right up, this is the top of the dome. One thing I definitely wouldn't put up with someone who is just not respectful. What I mean by that, someone you can't take out in public. They loud, they ghetto, full of drama. I mean, that's one thing.
Standing on top of tables to take pictures. Oh, that was another story. Sorry.
Okay, I don't know who that was.
You don't remember?
Who did
I'm
that?
not gonna say no names. Remember, we was at a birthday dinner.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody who just doesn't know how to act in public. That's big with me. What was the question again?
Like, what do you feel like in a woman?
Oh, deal breaker?
Yeah, like, what if it were me and I did something that you absolutely did not agree with? Like, what would have been a deal breaker for you?
That would be one of them. Just
respect.
How your behavior. I think that would be number one. You know, seeing how you condone yourself in public. That would be number one. Like,
that's a good one. Yeah, I think.
You know, for me, yeah, that would be number one. If you don't know, if you don't know how to condone yourself, and you know you acting like one of these girls on these reality shows and doing crazy stuff, then it wouldn't work. I can't be around that. That's one. Greedy. When I mean greedy,
what do you mean with food? Because you know I can eat a whole 10-piece.
No. When I mean greedy, I mean just, you know, always just have their hand out and just not willing to do things, not willing to, you know.
Like if you bringing everything to the table and I'm just sitting back not doing nothing. And
matter of fact, I won't say greedy. I'll say a user.
A user? Oh, okay.
I would say that.
There's a lot of those.
Absolutely. So that would be a deal breaker. And the third one, what I said before, behavior.
Respect.
User. Well, the behavior and respect kind of go
together.
Hand in hand. Third one probably be I don't know if you fart a lot or something. I don't know, man. I'm just freestyling on top
we
of the
fart a lot. Well, you would have broke up with me a long time ago. I'm gonna keep it real. I pass gas. I mean, I'm comfortable with you. It has to stop.
It's too comfortable.
I say excuse me, and they don't stink.
It don't matter. It's just the principle. You shouldn't.
They don't stink. Do they stink?
It don't matter.
No, answer the question. Do they stink?
They sound like they do. I don't be that close enough to you. But
well, then if that's the case, that's a two-way street because you pass gas every 5 minutes.
I think somebody that has nothing to do with it. Somebody that doesn't have a sense of humor. Someone who's just not fun. Like I think that'll be a deal breaker. Someone who's just serious and doesn't have a sense of humor and just. I think that'll be a deal breaker for me. Those three things. What about yourself?
I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of what you said. Because that respect thing is big. If you don't respect me or, you know, appreciate me or value me, that's gonna rub me the wrong way. And when I mean disrespect, meaning like value my time, you know, value my presence. Don't be calling me out my name. I don't care if you mad at me or we arguing, you know, there's not gonna be no name calling. No, you a bitch 1 minute, but then you know, we're not doing that. Oh, that would turn me off.
What about a hood booker?
See, you got jokes. No, but seriously, I don't like anyone to call me out my name. You know, respect. Don't put your hands on me. That's another thing. I've already been raised one time when I was a child. You're not gonna put your hands on me. So stuff like that. Oh, you know what was a deal breaker with me? I almost called it off between you and me.
Really?
Yes.
Why? Explain.
Okay, I have to tell them the full story because they're not going to understand and I don't want to be judged.
I'm scared to hear the story. Where we going with this?
Let me tell you. When you and I first met and we were dating, we had been dating for months.
You got to relax.
No. Y'all pay attention. Follow me because I don't want to be judged. We had been dating for months and we had great conversation. We went out. We had a good time on our dates. And I think it had been like maybe 4 or 5 months, right? I invited him to my house. To my house. I'm gonna paint this picture. So to stay the night, you know what I mean? Like I was cooking dinner.
Where we going?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it there. I cooked dinner for you. You know, a nice dinner. We had some wine. We was watching a movie. I mean, we had a good time. You know, I'm setting the mood. So it was time to go to bed. First of all, the nigga shows up knowing he's staying the night with no overnight bag. That's one. So when we're getting ready to go to sleep,
who stays with overnight bag?
Well, when you stay in the night, you want to have, you know, some overnight clothes. But anyway, so when it was time for us to go to sleep, I tell him, you know, I'm going in the bathroom to freshen up, you know, come out smelling good, looking good. I say, get comfortable. when I come out, okay, when I come out the bathroom, he is in my bed, fully dressed with jeans on, clothes, t-shirts, and everything. So I'm like, okay, all right. So,
what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
And then prior to that night, I looked at your Instagram like months in advance before actually dating you.
And what man has an overnight bag? That's a woman's thing. What man has an overnight bag?
So if you know you're gonna stay the night with your lady, you're not gonna bring clean underwear, clean clothes. You're staying the night.
So
I can't. So, but anyway, so prior to this night, mind you, he's posting stuff like, I know he's, a Christian. I know he's a good guy. So he's been trying to get me to come to his church, and everything on his page is all about, worshiping God and his son.
She didn't show up.
Which is cool. Like, I respected that. That was one thing that I loved about you, that you was, a God-fearing man. So then when you came to stay the night in my house, he did not try anything. We did not have sex. We slept in the same bed. We cuddled all night. He was a perfect gentleman.
So what's the problem?
So the next day when I was talking to my friends, with my girlfriends, I was like,
talking to your friends, that's a problem right there.
I know that was a problem. But I told them, I was like, he's really a nice guy, and we have great conversation, like the chemistry is there, everything is there, but I think dude's celibate. Like, I really thought you were celibate. So in my mind, I'm like, I have a relationship with God too, but I thought, maybe you was more Christian than me. I don't know, but I didn't want to be the person to come between you and your celibacy. So I thought I was doing the right thing by calling it off, by saying, maybe it's best we just stay friends, because I don't think I wasn't willing to be celibate with you.
And I'm the bad guy for being a gentleman.
That was a deal breaker, but
not wanting to do something on the first night. But
it wasn't the first night. We had been going out. We had went on a couple of dates. We talked every single day. We had good chemistry. The vibe was there. So, and I respect that. Like, looking back at it, I respect that. He came to my house. He didn't try anything. We had a good night. We had great night. But I was just a little surprised. And then everything that you were posting on your page, with the whole, spiritual stuff, and you can put hashtag celibate. I remember that one of your videos you put hashtag celibate.
That was a joke. I was just in the drought.
You might have been joking, but I'm putting two and two together. Okay,
we all be in droughts. I mean, some guys, I can't speak for women, but guys
you put that on your page, and then when you come stay the night at my house and you didn't try anything, I'm like, oh my God, he's celibate.
You hear that, fellas? You damned if you do and you damned if you don't.
Well, you see, I'm here now. But when I told you the next day, I was like, listen, I don't know if this gonna work.
That sounds like a charge to me.
And I told you, what did you do when I told you? I just flat out asked, like, are you celibate? What was your response?
I laughed in your face.
You did. You bust out laughing. And it was such a relief, because I was like, oh my God. Like, this is the first guy in a long time that I've dated that I actually liked, that we had good conversation.
So would that be a deal breaker if I was celibate?
Yes, it would. We would be friends, though.
Wow, you put me in the friend zone. See what I'm saying?
I don't know, like, that's, I mean, and I have a relationship with God. We have a relationship with God. God is definitely a part of our marriage, but
you gotta have a freak. That's what it is. Huh? You gotta have a freak. That's what it is. Yes, that's what it is.
Okay, yeah. A God-fearing man, that's a freak.
Wow.
What if it was me? If I was celibate, would you have stayed with me?
I would have tried.
You would have tried.
I don't know how long that would have worked.
You're so full of it.
I would have tried.
You are so full of it. You would have tried. You would have tried. You would have tried, but then you would have been pursuing other opportunities.
I don't know.
So you gonna sit here and listen? Y'all get used to me saying this. That's some bullshit.
No, that's episode 1. You're not gonna keep saying that.
No, because you fronting right now.
But you wanted me to take my clothes off, but I'm fronting.
I wanted you to get comfortable. First of all,
no, you didn't.
You got in my bed with your jeans on. Are you crazy?
I was comfortable.
No, I had to tell him to take the jeans off.
That's harassment.
That is not.
If I'd have said that to her, it would be harassment.
Wait, you pulled them jeans off so fast you couldn't wait. Stop it.
The AC didn't work in there, but guys, let
My
us.
AC worked just
No,
fine.
it didn't. No,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
She had one of the wind machines from Walmart, the one that that spin around. That's what she had.
No, I did not. You need to quit.
But
He is lying.
let us know your 3 deal breakers. You know what I'm saying? While you date, your 3 deal breakers. Let us know. So, is there anything else that you would like to discuss before we sign off out of here?
No. I think that's about it. We'll save some for next time.
And again, going over the Valentine's Day giveaway, which will be next week. It will be a contest. We'll let you know what the contest is about next week. And again, you will have to follow us on IG, the Thomas Game Podcast. That's one of the rules. And also have to follow us on one of the listening platforms, Anchor, YouTube, Spotify. And then the winner has to also repost, that they won.
Are we going to do it live? Like, are we going to do the giveaway live? Because we should throw in a trivia question.
Yes, we're going to throw in a trivia question. So we don't want you to be going on Google trying to cheat. So
the trivia question will be based on a movie, right?
We'll let them know. It'll be based on the movie. So,
okay.
And it'll be live. Again,
okay.
we usually go live around 7 to 7:30. It'll be next week. And the first person who answers correctly will be the winner. You'll get a $20 gift card. You know what I'm saying? For all you single women or single people out there, you want to go by yourself or take a girlfriend.
Or single men.
Or whatever. Single men. Don't take none of your friends. Just go by yourself. Don't go with a movie with another guy. That's flagrant. You know what I'm saying? That's
it's
a violation.
Flagrant to go to the movies with another.
No,
it
don't
is
do
not.
that. Don't do that. Go with a group of guys, but it's only enough for 2 people, so just go by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we doing that for all the single people out there. Yeah, so again, we'll let you know next week. But this is the Thomas Gang, bro.
And I'm Tiffany.
And we out. Thank you for listening.
All right.